Hi guys, this is Rusty78609 and his luxurious 16-foot travel trailer and my bargain Walmart shirts. And anyway, this is going to be the dark side of the moon for probably the foreseeable future because I can't use my 110 volt lighting. I'm in the boondocking mode, you understand? So I don't want to use much power. So having said that, I've actually had several viewers send me emails and stuff asking about the cost of RVing. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of simplify that for you, in that the way you need to think about RVing, or the costs of RVing, is what happens after you've acquired the unit that you want to go RVing in. In other words, whether it's a van, a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, a class A, B, or C, or whatever. After you've acquired that and got whatever it is parked in your driveway, now we'll talk about the cost of RVing or traveling using an RV. Because whatever your fixed expenses are, you know, your payment for your vehicle, your insurance, and all that stuff, you know, those are just there. You know, you set those up, and you have those probably before you even go RVing. All right, you've got a cell phone bill and a water bill and all that stuff. So, and a rental payment or whatever you've got. But we're just going to talk about RVing. You've got the RV and now we're going. Okay, we're going. What are the additional costs that you're going to incur having an RV, or living in an RV, or just going camping in an RV? It doesn't matter. The additional costs you're going to incur are two main ones. One is camping fees. The other one is gasoline or diesel, whatever you have. All right, those are the two main ones. Now there are going to be some incidentals in that you're probably going to pay a little more for gasoline because, you know, even though you've got the little app that shows you where the cheapest gas is, and you're in a large city or you're passing through a large city, you don't know how to find it anyway, or you don't want to go 50 miles out of the way to save a nickel on gasoline. So we're dealing with gasoline, and that is going to be whatever it is. Right now it's about $2.25 a gallon. Here in my area it's $2.15 a gallon, but out west where I'm going to be traveling it'll probably be $2.40 a gallon. All right, so it's going to vary a lot as you're traveling. And then of course that cost is wholly dependent on how many miles you travel on your trip. If you do a lot of traveling, it's going to be high. Of course, don't do much, it's going to be low, not a problem. So you know, you can estimate these costs in advance. You know, if you're going to go, you say, okay, we want to go out to Yellowstone, we want to see Carlsbad Caverns, we want to see Grand Canyon, we want to see this, and this. Well, you know, pick your route, go around it, you know, and add up the miles and see what it comes out to be. And let's just say it comes out to be 4,000 miles, so you can easily calculate the total fuel cost for that trip. And if it's spread out over 3 months or 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, then you just divide that 4,000 mile trip gasoline cost by the number of months, and you'll see what your monthly cost is going to be. And the easiest way to do that is know what the fuel economy of your vehicle is. For example, I have a 2017 Ram pickup that gets 25 miles to the gallon when I'm not towing my little 16-foot travel trailer, and when I'm towing I get about 13. So it's going to cost me, round numbers, about 20 cents a mile to pull my RV for whatever number of miles I travel. So I know that if my daily or my weekly trips or 2-week trips or whatever they're going to be are 200 miles each, it's going to cost me $40 per move. I know that in advance. Okay, then the other cost, of course, fuel is your biggie. Fuel's the biggie. The next, or it probably will be. Now the next one is campsites. All right, well, campsites depend on what you want. If you want a full hookup every night that you're going to be camping, then it's going to be a little pricey. Now if you stay by the night, it'll be very pricey. It'll be anywhere from $20 to on up to $60, $80 depending on where you stay per night. If you stay at RV parks by the week, the price comes down quite a bit. And so that's something you need to consider. And also, if you stay by the month, the price really comes down. So if you're going to go on a 4,000 mile trip, you know, you could stay at RV park by the week or whatever you chose to do and cut the cost there. And there's a number of clubs you can join that'll give you a pretty good discount. You just have to be sure that the RV parks that you're going to accept that particular group's discount, whatever it is. And you need to call the RV park to be current, because sometimes they'll get in on a Good Sam or whatever it is deal and then get out of it because they don't want to fool with it. And then you show up there ready for your Good Sam discount and they don't do it anymore. So call before you go. That's a tip. And then another one is you can go to government land, Bureau of Land Management, national parks. You can go to Corps of Engineers, and there's a number of others. Places that you can camp relatively cheap or free. On public lands, it's free. Bureau of Land Management has a lot of land out west that is just totally free. You pull up and park. Of course, there's no hookups, no nothing. You're out there by yourself, so you're going to have solar. You're going to have your water tanks and all that stuff. But you'll figure that out when you get out there and you don't have it. Just take you one lesson. And what else? And then you can also do a blend. That's pretty much what I do. I'll go to public lands and camp for free. I'll go to national forests and camp for free. And of course, I can also go to national, any national or federal facility, and I get 50% off because I've got the senior pass, and seniors over age, I think 62, get 50% off. So it's a heck of a deal, and I use it because I'm going to be staying at the Corps of Engineers Monday night and Tuesday night here near Georgetown, Texas. And of course, they have water and electric, but I don't use it anyway. But it's $13 a night for me. It's $26 if I didn't have the senior pass. That could be a little pricey, okay? And I don't plan to pay that. But anyway, then I stay at some other RV national parks that are $3.50 a night. Some of them are $7 a night, so that's a good deal. State parks, on the other hand, can be a little expensive unless you buy, like New Mexico, they have an annual pass for $225 you can buy, and you get, basically free camping if you don't have any hookups. If you dry camp, it's free. If you have hookups, it's $5 to $10 depending on what all you get. And so you can RV park totally, you can boondock totally, or free camp, or you can do a blend, or you can go to national parks, whatever, and you can mix it all up, whatever suits you. But another thing I recommend, and this doesn't have anything to do with the cost so much as it has to do with you enjoying your trip. Two things, very important. One, don't be in a hurry. Really, because if you get in a hurry and you start driving 6 or 8 hours a day, that ain't no fun, folks. I don't care if you're driving a motorhome, a van, or pulling a trailer like I do. That's a long day. All right, for me, I'm 72. But anyway, so make your trip short. 200 miles is a good figure. And another thing is, if you need to, get reservations, because if state parks, if you're going to be going the state park route, get reservations. Or even national parks, get reservations. Why? Because starting about the end of May through the 1st of September, there ain't going to be much available unless you have a reservation. Now for me, what I do is that time of the year, I just boondock. I'll just find me a little place off somewhere and enjoy my life. But right now, I'm actually at my home base in Central Texas, and I just set my RV up today for full boondocking mode. I've got my solar out. I've got my water tank full of water. These lights are LED lights, 12 volt, that are on right now inside. So I'm good to go boondocking right now, and they're going to turn my city of water off. I live out in the country in Central Texas, USA, and they have a little community water system that is owned by a city nearby. And I called them today, and they're going to turn the water off here on March the 2nd. And so what that saves me is $64 a month. All right, because that's what they charge for this water system. But I'm a seasonal customer, and I can do that. If I wasn't a seasonal customer, I just have to continue to pay the $60. But I set that up front. I said, look, I'll only be there a few months a year. And they said, well, we'll make you a seasonal customer, so that's good. So anyway, and the solar's doing okay. The batteries are okay. I'm satisfied with the lead acid battery on the front of the RV. I've got a lead acid battery on the travel trailer, and then I've got a separate 120 amp hour AGM battery right there on the other side of this table where that sitting spot is. I've got an AGM battery sitting there, and I've got the solar cable running out the window to the solar, and yeah, it's doing great. I've got anyway, I'll give you an update on that tomorrow, guys. I'll talk about the battery levels and how it's going. But again, from now on, it's going to be This is going to be the dark side of the moon unless I sit here like this. I mean, if it was, I was going to do it outside. I was going to do the video outside, but the lighting is really difficult when it's really bright. And I might be able to do it in the morning if it's not too cold, which is fine. But having said that, guys, for you guys that are thinking about, or worried about, or concerned about the cost of RVing, focus on two items only: the cost of your campsites and the cost of your fuel. If you got that nailed, then you know what it's going to cost you, because all you got to do is add in the payment, the insurance, and all the other stuff, right? And add another 15 or 20% to your basic food bill and your gasoline bill. And why do I say that? Because when you get out there, you're going to run into some little towns where the price of gasoline is through the ceiling, and you're going to run into places where food prices are through the ceiling. And there's not a Walmart. There's a Walmarts in a lot of places, I'll say that. They're nearly everywhere, but you're going to end up going into a little mom and pop store, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. But anyway, from Central Texas, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video. I appreciate it. Why? Because I'm an Amazon affiliate. I get a commission if you use the link and buy anything. It does not cost you 1 penny, okay? So if you want to, if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, appreciate you using the link. Otherwise, next thing, drink 3 or 4 quarts of water per day, particularly if you're going out in the western part of the USA, in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, etc., because you'll dry up like a raisin. But if you drink 3 or 4 quarts a day, it will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it will also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water, and that's really good for you. Being lightweight ain't bad. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that'll help you lower stress, which lowers your blood pressure. All right? Is that good for you? Sure it is. Everybody knows that. And then what else? Stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. I've done my stretches and walking already twice today, and I may do it again. Why? It's a beautiful day in Central Texas. Right now it's almost 80, 78 degrees right there. So that's perfect. It's clear sky, very little wind. So that's not bad, guys. So anyway, what else? And probably one of the more important items is stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. And don't let doubting Thomas climb in there either. That's their children, their child. And what else? Keep your health, because if you're healthy and you feel good and you got energy, then you're going to want to go boondocking and do all kind of fun things. But if you don't hurry, it makes all the difference. But anyway, having said that, guys, I've been doing this for nearly 30 years, over 25 for sure. But anyway, thumbs up again, guys. Enjoy your travels and enjoy your camping, and don't worry too much about the cost, because it ain't that bad. Adios. Bye-bye.